Okay, so we're going to do a recap on what we've used so far as the discs. Again, we have here, this is what we put on the Makita. This is the Makita process where we had the slow RPM Makita machine that we put this on. And as you can see, they're beveled. They have a bevel on them, and that helps with lippage. If you were to take lippage off a floor or whatever, these are actually floor discs, and these are also the discs that they use in the manufacturing process in the factory when they're actually cutting the slabs and processing them and loading them up. So we just lost our power from the power company outside, but I think we have enough light. We have enough light to go forward. So this is called a backer pad, and this is a 5-inch backer pad, and this is a 3-inch backer pad, and they hold Velcro flexible discs, which you can also use for this whole process. Because we had a deep score, and that's why we started with these discs on three on a pad. That was to take down and hone it down. Well, it turns out I tried to just use only these when I should have used a combination of both. Now this is a 5-inch formulated for marble. I've used these, as you can see. They're not brand new, but they go in grits of 50 up to 1800 or 3500. I have never had to use 3500. Not too often anyways, to accomplish the total shine that I'm interested in getting on the marble. So we have these, and they come color coded. Different companies have different color codes, and on the back they have the numbers. So what you do is you just go ahead and get it on there good and make sure it's on there evenly around. When you look on the back, you want the same. There's a little bit of a gap, a little bit of an overhang. You want that to be even all the way around. So that's important, so it doesn't wobble when you're going over the stone. For this application, for doing the for doing what we're doing with this countertop, the bigger size is better, and that's why I have these pads only for marble. Now I have granite ones here for doing granite only, and I have a whole set of them here, and they range from 50 up to 3500. Now granite, I do use 3500 or 3000, and these I use quite frequently for fabricating granite. There's more granite fabrication in my area anyways than marble. Marble you use usually on vanities and furniture and antique pieces. In this case, she did use marble for a kitchen. It's a small little house, and it's on the beach, and it's a cute little place, I guess you could say. And she chose to use marble, and look what happened. And that's one of the reasons why you shouldn't really use marble unless it's just for show. It's not functional, in everyday use in a kitchen. So we're going to go ahead and prepare more until our power comes back on, and we're going to go over, like I said before, we're going to go over the whole top again. I believe I'm going to do that just to get it all even. I started and did it in sections the other day, and turned out decent. I mean, it's acceptable except for these little swirls, but I'm here to teach you the right way. And the right way is, the only way is when the customer is totally satisfied. And that's the main thing. You really have to make your customer happy. So, and I don't even have to question myself that this is not acceptable. And I knew it wasn't when I left, but it was getting too dark the other night, and I was here late, and you know, I got a late start that day. So I'm here again a couple days later. This is the soonest I could come back, and we're going to take care of it for her and make it beautiful. So we'll wait for the power to come back on and prepare more, and we'll go to the next step. Okay, so we have our setup. We are going to do this with these particular pads. I think I'm going to skip the 50. I don't think we have to go that far, and I may just start with the 400 on the end over here, and we're going to go from there, and we're going to dry it off. We're going to try with the 400 first and dry it off and see if I got rid of the swirl marks on that one end first, because with the 400 you're not going to create too much grinding at all. But 400's it's a pretty good grit, and these are the marble discs, flexible pads. So we're going to do the slow speed and maybe speed it up a bit if we have to as we get higher grits, but we're going to use a little bit of water and go at it. So here we go. So we're going to go ahead and add some water to the sponge. Get it good and wet. Then we're going to start on the end where a little bit of that problem was occurring and see if we can't take care of that. Now we're going to use the 400 to start and just see what happens. So add some water. I think we can speed it up with these pads a little bit. So I'm going to turn up the speed. Now there's a little bit of wax on there, so we got to break through the wax seal from me waxing, and 400 will do that. Keep it nice and level. And we'll speed it up even a little more. This way, you know, with these pads you can do that. It just makes the job go a little quicker. So I'm going to add a little water. Oh, I did forget one thing. I got to put on my beautiful garbage bag that I had from the other day. This way I won't ruin my clothes. It makes it real easy. As I said before, it looks terrible, but so it looks like we're probably, sometimes you'll be able to, when you get good at doing this, you'll be able to see through the water. So I know that sounds strange, but so we just go at it and at it and at it, both ways, forward. Remember, you cannot rush this process. So I was not as thorough last time. I'm going to be this time. I'm going to make sure that this gets done right. Okay, so I'm going to work this area up to about here, and I'm going to work it for a good long while. So We're going to turn the video off right now and go to the net. When we go to the next step, we'll get back to you.